Stocks brushing off the U.S.-China trade tensions, well, somewhat brushing off. Remember, we had a 2.7% drop on the S&P on Friday. We had a 3.5% drop on the NASDAQ. So those trade tensions still built in, but maybe a little bit less hurtful now, as Beijing earlier had implemented stricter export controls, and then President Trump threatened to double tariffs on China to 100%. Yesterday, the president posted on Truth Social that, quote, President Xi just had a bad moment. He doesn't want depression for his country, and neither do I. The USA wants to help China, not hurt it. Many exclamation points. Bloomberg Washington correspondent Tyler Kendall has the latest. So, Tyler, the Trump administration backing down a bit now after getting pretty hostile on Friday.
Yeah, Matt. Well, it appears that President Trump has been hinting at this off-ramp. He told reporters earlier aboard Air Force One that November 1st, that effective date for potentially higher tariffs against China, is an eternity away, in his words. Keep in mind, November is also that enforcement timeline for those newly unveiled export curbs by China. So perhaps signaling to us that there is room for de-escalation on both sides. Still, the White House does maintain that that additional 100% tariff threat is on the table. And we also heard President Trump float that there could be new restrictions when it comes to the export of U.S. software and certain aircraft parts. We did get a statement yesterday from China's Commerce Ministry, which said that Beijing was prepared to retaliate, adding that China does not want a trade war, but it is prepared for one. Beijing also points to the fact that the U.S. Commerce Department implemented its own export curbs last month on certain advanced chips. So this is all sort of evolving here in the background, of course, as you well know, is that China really does have this grip on the global supply chain when it comes to rare earths. Accounted for 70% of global supply last year alone. So it's something that we're going to have to watch really closely, Matt. But I would say perhaps the most immediate impact is that it is casting potential doubt on that face-to-face meeting between President Trump and Xi Jinping that is set to happen at the end of the month on the sidelines of the APEC summit in South Korea.